Today, Mobile County Commissioners voting to approve an agreement with the Sheriff's Office and the city to take over electronic monitoring of criminal defendants free on bond.
Private companies now do this work, but some have questioned how some of those cases have been handled. That prompted Sheriff Paul Birch to agree to take over those duties if the money was there. He estimates startup costs at $1.6 million.
The commission voted to split the cost with the city. The city council hasn't voted on that yet. Coincidentally, today a Mobile man whose murder case sparked this move was in court for a preliminary hearing.
Fox 10's Brendan Kirby is live at the news center. And Brendan, prosecutors accused Nyan Sanders of committing murder after the battery in his ankle monitor died, but his attorney is pushing back.
Yeah, that's right, Cameron and Lenise. The defense maintains that Sanders has an alibi, that he was with a neighbor getting high that day, and that it's simply not true that the ankle monitor wasn't working. A judge on Monday finding prosecutors have enough evidence to move forward with a murder charge against Nyan Sanders related to a fatal shooting at Dolphin Gate apartment homes on November 12th. At the time, he was under house arrest and electronic monitoring as a condition of bond on a fatal shooting on Navco Road in 2022. A Mobile police detective testified that Sanders and another man approached Joseph Baby Joe Evans Jr. and demanded that he give up his AK variant gun. A struggle ensued, and then witnesses reported hearing 7 to 10 gunshots, Detective John Scroggins II said in court. Prosecutors alleged that Sanders pulled the trigger and that he was able to avoid detection because the battery in his electronic monitoring device had stopped working. But defense attorney Tom Walsh disagreed and challenged the credibility of the company responsible for keeping tabs on Sanders' movements.
That's the contention, but we disagree with that. Well, AccuPoint's out of business, so AccuPoint certainly had some issues, or they're out of business, or they're not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. So I don't know. There may be some issues with them, but not with my client.
Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood says he's confident in the strength of the evidence in this case.
The defense is going to challenge evidence in every case. In this one, there's multiple eyewitnesses. There's some video surveillance footage, and so we definitely met the burden of probable cause.
But Walsh points to testimony at the preliminary hearing that Sanders' face can't be seen on any of the surveillance video, and that only one of the witnesses reported seeing Sanders fire the gun.
There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of people that are pointing fingers. And when this case finally comes out of grand jury and it finally gets to trial, I think the facts that were said in there are going to be wildly different than what is going to be on the stand.
Fox 10 News began asking questions about the electronic monitoring program even before the Dolphin Gate shooting. A judge revoked Horatio Stewart's bond after hearing evidence that AccuPoint Monitoring didn't report that the defendant went to a casino in Mississippi and a shoe store in Saraland without the judge's permission. Stewart's lawyer appealed that decision to a circuit judge last week, but the judge denied that today. Reporting live in the News Center, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.